Keto food pyramid. A lot of people are asking about that, so I was gonna explain some basics. Coming right up, hey, I'm Dr. Edberg with Wellness for Life. And if you like to truly master health by understanding how the body really works, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss anything. So there's been an escalation in confusion around keto lately, so we're going to talk about some of the basics, and a lot of people are asking about keto food pyramid, and we've been taught to think in terms of a food pyramid and of course the traditional one that has 8 to 11 servings of grain at the bottom, or keto people realize that that is not the way to go. But there's still a lot of confusion, so let's look at a few of them. So here's one that I found, that keto pyramid. Don't forget to subscribe, like and leave a comment. I'm not too happy about, so right down at the bottom here that the base of this one is meat, and then we get up a little bit. And here's eggs and cheese, then next one up is fats. Then we have a tiny little bit of nuts and non-starchy vegetables. And then just a few berries at the top. This is what a lot of skeptics think about the keto pyramid, and if they believe that's what it is, I can understand why they have some reservations. The biggest thing is, we're not against meat, but it shouldn't be most of what you're eating. Then when it comes to egg and cheese, we need to realize that's typically good food for most people, but we have to be concerned with the quality even more, so the quality of the fats, because right here, we see some Hellmann's mayonnaise that we know is soybean oil, highly processed. And the biggest problem here that I see on the entire thing is this tiny little thing of non-starchy vegetables. So this should be at the bottom. Here's another one that I found that I like, a healthy oils, whole lot better, because it has healthy oils. It emphasizes the quality of oils. It's not the whole thing, neither is meat the whole thing. And it talks about fatty fish meat, organ meats and eggs, and I'm all for that. Just make sure that if you eat the fatty meats, that it is from grass-fed, organic animals. And if you eat the fatty fish, that it's wild-caught, not farm-raised. Healthy fats and oils, they're showing coconut, they're showing avocado, they're showing butter and olive oil. So again, grass-fed, extra virgin, organic, all that good stuff, herbs and spices, absolutely. And then a big part of the foundation is non-starchy vegetables. This is what keto is all about. It's whole food, it's real food. And then up in here, not quite so much, we add in some other vegetables that are not just the super high water content leafy greens, but we include a few others like eggplant and onion and cauliflower and so forth. But please observe, there are no starches, there are no grains in here. And then they go to raw full-fat dairy. And I think, in my opinion, this should be even a little bit further down. Possibly this could be part of the healthy fats, as long as you get, again, the grass-fed, the good quality. And when it comes to dairy, I really want to emphasize the raw part and the fermented part. We do not want pasteurized dairy. If you have the most of the dairy, should be either raw milk, if that's legal in your state, raw cheese, etc. But then you could also ferment the dairy so that it has the yogurt and the sour cream, because now the bacteria bring it back to life. It has the enzymes and the lactobacillus that help us digest it and make it healthy. And then they have nuts and seeds and berries up at the top. Again, berries, good food, they're alive. They're just lots of vital factors and micronutrients, just like the vegetables, but are little bit higher in sugar, so depends on where you are on your carbohydrate intake. Nuts and seeds, I don't think that you have to limit it quite that much, but you have to look at the quality of it. I prefer nuts that taste good in their raw state, so my favorites are macadamia, pecans, and walnuts. Other nuts that are higher in carbs like cashew, you want to limit those. And nuts that you have to roast in order to taste good, such as peanuts, you also want to limit them a little bit more. I really like this food pyramid. And if you notice, a lot of the skeptics, a lot of the opponents to keto, they say, how could you possibly be in favor of a diet that's all meat and fat, or all fat and meat? And that's not what I see here. Okay, here I see whole food in very good combinations. There's a lot of possibilities to eat healthy there. And this is the key. If you want to turn this into a lifestyle, you need to eat whole food. You want to stay away from processed fats. You want to stay away from chemicals. The aspartame and sucralose have no place in your body. If you want to be healthy, they don't have any carbohydrates, but that doesn't make them anything you want to eat. Share the video with as many people as you can, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment.